The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post 8 Baseball is brought to you by Comtech, Bank West, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, and American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency.
A fly ball to center field, and Spencer Eason is over. For the first time in 2023, roll-eights, and Miles Doyle has thrown a 6-inning no-hitter.
And by Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Wagner Auto, Jaeger, Faith Lutheran Church, Leinbach Construction, and First Dakota National Bank.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Here's a line shot. That's to the left side. Bruce will round second. He's on his way to third. Hansen will see if he pulls up at second. He will. And Matt Hansen will have himself the cycle and an RBI double on top of it. An RBI double for Matt Hansen. He's 4 for 4.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by Avera, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Shane's Pharmacy, Gales Gas, Oahe Federal Credit Union, May Adam, Fisher Rounds, and Ferding Electric.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and roll-eights. Post 8s against a big 12-9 victory in Game 2 to earn a split over Post 22.
And by True Green Chemelon, Beck Motors, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Kruger Contracting, Egtegra, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Stulkin Peterson LLP. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with the voice of Post 8 award-winning KCCR Sports Director John Winkler.
And a good afternoon again as we welcome you back here to Minot for the fourth and final game of pool play for Post 8. Their tournament's still alive and still have an opportunity to maybe get into the championship game, but they have to get a win here in this ball game against this Minot Vistas squad, who is coming in at 2-0, and then they're going to have to get some help to finish out the tournament, which would mean that they need the other two games to go their way. They are 2 for 2 in what they need to have happen, needing that it would have to be the Pierre winning over Glendive, which did happen, and then Mandan beating the South Central team, which also did happen. So now Pierre can win their game here against Minot, and if Glendive would then beat South Central, and then Mandan beats Minot, Pierre would be in the championship game on Sunday to take on the Mandan Chiefs, who are 3-0. They are in the championship, regardless of how the rest of the day finishes. Everybody's got 2 losses except for Minot, and so for Mandan at 3-0, the worst they can do is 3-1. Minot would be, the worst. They could go 2-2, but they cannot. Nobody can get past them other than Minot the rest of the way. So they're at least in the championship for tomorrow, and for Post 8, they're going to be trying to get into that championship when they take on Minot here. Have to get a win. If they do lose, their tournament will come to a close after this game. As the sun is out, it is a beautiful day here at Corbett Field. As we had rains yesterday, we had a cloudy and cooler morning to the afternoon. But Post 8, after a 2-hour and 59-minute game, won in extra innings 13-12, and now playing here in their second game today. Over an hour behind schedule because of how long that first game went. There's 2 hours and 15 minutes between each first pitch, and when the game goes at 2 hours and 59 minutes to start the day, you're definitely not getting the second game started on time, and then that third game for us is obviously not also going to get started on time. So we're still an hour behind schedule, and probably by the time it's all over, an hour and 15 minutes behind schedule. We will step aside when we come back. We'll run down the starting lineups between Pierre and Minot. Coming up here from Corbett Field, you're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Back in 3 minutes. Comtech, your local technology solutions provider, is now located on the truck bypass. With great brands like Bose, Sonos, LG, Samsung, Lenovo, and so much more. Stop in to see their new showroom for everything in stock for your personal or business needs. Comtech provides professional installation and service after the sale. Comtech is your local technology store, located now on the truck bypass, or visit us on the web at comtechplus.com.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back, we continue the pregame show between Pierre and Minot here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We go through the starting lineups. First, it will be for the Pierre Post State as they are the visitors on the scoreboard. Sun and Shine will lead things off. He is the center fielder. Nolan Peterson will bat second and catch. Miles Doyle, the DH, will bat third. Grayson Hunsley will be the cleanup man. He is the shortstop. Carter, Charlie Simpson, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Gunnar Edson, the right fielder, will bat sixth. Coulter Babcock will bat seventh to play third base. J.J. Buckles is batting eighth and playing first, and Brain Houlette rounds out the order. He is the left fielder. Trevor Rounds will get the start on the mound. He is going to be around the 45 pitch count mark, and then he will come out of the ball game as he's still dealing with a little bit of a hamstring injury, but able to throw, and so he'll pitch. And then Bridger Babcock, the lone actual sub on the bench. Carter Scheffelbein is here. Obviously, Ridge Leinbach here too. Rounds has been here all weekend, but those guys have been kind of put into on the lineup sheet in case of an emergency of some kind. But Bridger Babcock will be the first official sub that will come in the ball game because Rounds will then come out and they'll work everything out. Miles Doyle, who's dealing with a little bit of a sore back as well, he is the DH in this ball game and will end up being used at used until Rounds will come out of the game. So he'll get a couple at bats. But for the Minot Vistas, we'll go through that starting lineup. It will be the leadoff man in Trey Stewart. So he'll be playing seconds, leading things off. Kellen Burke, the left fielder, bats second. Adam Rodacker will be the catcher, batting third. Tyson Rosiska will be the center fielder, batting fourth. Carson Deaver, the shortstop, batting fifth. Tyler Collins, the first baseman, batting sixth. Adam Deal will play right field and bat 7th. Jackson Hahn, the DH, is batting 8th. And Tegan Schlindler, the third baseman, will be batting 9th for the Minot Vistas, with Cole Wallstrom on the mound for Minot. It is Schindler. I misspelled it on my book. Schindler is the 9th man in the batting order for the Minot Vistas. I believe that Minot would be able to take some IO. Potentially, it doesn't maybe look like they will, as they're going to get ready to go here soon. Post State, you had opportunity to take some IO on your first game of the day, but with the fact that Pierre has already played theirs, they will not be able to, and then it will be a chance for Minot, although they seem to be like they are just about ready to go too. So Post States and Minot coming up here from Corbett Field, as the 8s will be the visitors, Minot the home team in their home field, and could be the final game of our weekend here at Corbett Field in beautiful Minot, North Dakota. We'll step aside. We'll come back in 3 minutes, get you set for first pitch between Pierre and Minot. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Sometimes you get a piece of it and the ball sails over the fence. Other times, despite your best efforts, you strike out. I'm not just talking about the game, I mean your day. This is Pastor Sam of Faith Lutheran Church. Whether today feels like a home run or a strikeout, I encourage you to join us for worship. We celebrate when God gives us a wonderful day. We provide support and encouragement when that third strike comes. Come join us for encouraging and uplifting worship at Faith Lutheran Church.
As we welcome you back here, the lineups are just about to be exchanged, and we are just about set for first pitch between Pierre and Minot. And again, the starting lineup for Post State It'll be a sudden sunshine to lead things off. He's the center fielder. Nolan Peterson will bat second and catch. Miles Doyle, the DH, will bat third. Grayson Hunsley, the shortstop in the cleanup spot. Charlie Simpson, the second baseman, will bat fifth. It'll be Gunnar Edson, the right fielder, batting sixth. Coulter Babcock, the third baseman, batting seventh. J.J. Buckles, the first baseman, batting eighth. And Braden Hulett will be the left fielder to bat ninth for Post States. And they will go against Cale Wallstrom for the Minot Vistas, as he will get the start on the mound. And for Wallstrom, he has thrown 14 innings so far in 2 starts. He is 1-1 record-wise. 14 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned in those 14 innings. Giving up 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, an ERA at 1, a whip at 1.14, and a batting average against at 280 for Wallstrom. So he is a tough guy to crack, and who does not give him a whole lot of hits, right around a hit per inning, and doesn't walk a whole lot of guys so far in his first 2 outings of the season, as this will be his 3rd start for the Minot Vistas. Minot yesterday, they won their 2 games. They won the first game over the Glendive Blue Devils 13-4, and then they shut out South Central 9-0. And that's where either Post State's got to score a lot of runs on Minot with a win, and South Central beating Glendive to be at 2-2 and 4, and then obviously Mandan beating Minot to also force it to be 2-2 to have a shot with runs allowed, because Pierre has given up in their 3 games a total of, well, they're averaging around 11.5 runs per game, 2/3 of runs per game. So right at 34 runs in 3 games so far. And so they are at a spot where if you don't get everything to go your way, you have to score a lot of runs on Minot, because they've only given up just 4. And probably over the next 2 games, probably not be giving up 29, 30 runs to be the case for Pierre to be able to advance. So they have to win this game and then have to have South Central lose to Glendive and Mandan beat Minot in the next 2 games to have a shot. But it all starts right here. The first 2 games went the right way. Pierre won 13-12, and Mandan beat South Central 9-2. That's exactly what they need to have happen, those 2 wins. And it was Pierre getting a 1-run win in 8 innings after being down 12-3, then down by 9 after the 3rd inning, and scored 10 straight runs, including 4 at the top of the 7th to tie the game at 12, and then picked up the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th inning to lead 13-12 and win it 13-12, as Charlie Simpson was excellent on the mound, allowing just 1 hit in nearly 6 innings of work for Post State. So he was excellent on the mound to get them that 2nd win of the season, and it'll be sun and shine that will get a chance to lead things off here in the top of the 1st inning. And Sun and Shine, who will try and get the things going for Post State's, reach base every single time, all but 1. He was 1 for 2 in the game earlier today. After he got a base hit in the 5th inning, he was hit by a pitch twice and also walked twice. So reaching base 5 of the 6 times he came to the plate, as he waits on the first pitch. That first pitch is upstairs for ball 1, as we're underway at 3:49 here on this Saturday afternoon. And if you're keeping tabs of the schedule, it's supposed to be 2:30 for a first pitch. That is outside, the count's now 2-0. And that is, and I say, say this in a light way, but Pierre is to blame why it's a 3:49 start time. 2-0 pitch. That one's over for a strike. The count's now 2-1. Because the first game was scheduled at 10. We got started right on the money at 10 o'clock. The next game was supposed to start at 12:15, but we did not get done until 12:59. There's a ground ball by Sun and Shine to the 3rd baseman, fielded by Schindler. His throw to first will be in time, and the leadoff man is taken care of here in the top of the 1st, and he'll bring up Nolan Peterson. Again, that lineup for Post State's. Nolan Peterson was batting 2nd and catching. Miles Doyle, the DH, batting 3rd. Grayson Hunsley, the shortstop, batting 4th. The 5th place batter, Charlie Simpson, the 2nd baseman, followed by Gunnar Edson, the right fielder. Coulter Babcock will bat 7th and play 3rd base. J.J. Buckles at 1st, and rounding out the order is Braden Hulett in left field. First pitch to Nolan Peterson is upstairs for ball 1. Been the leadoff man the last couple of games for Post States. He was sandwiched as the number 2 hitter in the 4 games. It's another ground ball to the third baseman, Schindler. He'll make another play. And there's 2 down now here in the top of the first inning. And it will bring up now the number 3 hitter, Miles Doyle. And for Doyle, who has been the DH all 4 games, and once the starting pitcher is removed, he comes out of the ball game as the pitcher goes and plays in the field somewhere. Here's the first pitch to Doyle. That one's over for a strike, and the count's 0-1. So he hasn't had a chance to really swing the bat a whole lot. Went 0 for 1 earlier today, 2 for 3 in game 2 of the tournament, and 0 for 2 overall in the first game of the tournament. So a 2 for 6 tournament so far for Miles Doyle, and the count's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Doyle. Swing and a miss, and a 1-2-3 inning for Wallstrom in the top of the first inning. No score between Pierre and Minot as the Vistas will come to the plate back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Slide! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
It is the bottom of the first, and Trevor Rounds will be on the mound for Post States. He will deal with the Minot lineup that looks like this. Trey Stewart will lead things off. He's the second baseman. Kellen Burke, the left fielder, will bat second. Adam Rodacher, the catcher, batting third. Tyson Rosiska, the center fielder, will bat fourth. Carson Deaver, the shortstop, batting fifth. Tyler Collins, the first baseman, to bat sixth. Adam Deal, the right fielder, batting seventh. Jackson Hahn, the DH, batting eighth. And Tegan Schindler, the third baseman, to round out the order for the Minot Vistas. And they go against Trevor Rounds, who, for Rounds, this will be his fourth appearance, but second start. 7 2/3 innings so far for Rounds. 10 hits, 14 runs, 13 of them earned. 8 walks, 5 strikeouts. ERA at 11.87 and a whip at 2.35. Batting average against it, 303 against Trevor Rounds. And Trey Stewart will lead things off. He is at 275 batting average coming into the weekend. Does have a triple, 8 runs driven in prior to the first 2 games that have played this weekend. First pitch is over for strike one to Stewart. Team batting average for the Minot Vistas coming into the weekend, 277 batting average. As this one will be popped up on the right side, the second baseman will call for it, and Charlie Simpson will take charge as Buckles will get out of the way for him to make the catch, and the leadoff man retired here to open up the bottom of the first inning. And it will bring up Kellen Burke. 405 batting average for him, second on the team. And qualified at-bats, and even without the qualified at-bats, still the second on the team. As they'll swing the first pitch and sky this one up into a couple steps into center field. The center fielder in Sun and Shine will come in and call off Grayson Hunsley and make the catch for the second out. Hunsley had called for you. You might have been able to hear it on through the crowd mic here and back on KCCR, but Hunsley had called for it until about the last couple seconds, and the center fielder, Sun and Shine, took charge and got the second out. First pitch to Adam Rodacher, the catcher, is going to be taken for ball one. Just 2 home runs for the Minot Vistas, both by the same guy. This number 3 hitter. This one he popped up. Long run for Coulter Babcock. That'll get just out of play, and the count's now 1-1. Road Dockers got a triple, 8 triples coming into the weekend for Minot. 12 runs driven in, which is second on the team. The 1-1 is missing, and the count's now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch upstairs, and the count's now 3-1. There's one man that's got more RBIs, which is Parker Hahn. That one will miss for ball 4, and so not a clean inning for Trevor Rouse, but there is still 2 outs in the inning. And Tyson Rosiska will step to the plate. Parker Hahn's got the 2 home runs in the team lead in RBIs with 13. But here's the guy that's third on the team in RBIs with 11, and Rosiska has got a .312 batting average coming in. Coming into the weekend, those were the only 3 guys that had 10-plus runs driven in for the Minot Vistas. That first pitch is at the top of the zone for strike 1. You compare that to the 2 post-8s who didn't have anybody with 10-plus RBIs coming in. Runner took off, but that one will be popped up. Grayson Hunsley will call for it as he'll be moving back to his near shortstop position to make the catch and retire the side here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the top of the second. No score between Pierre and Minot in Game 4 of our Minot tournament. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Toyota truck family. Outlast and outlive every adventure. The Toyota Tundra is large and in charge with exceptional performance, making the powerhouse ultra-capable for practically any task. The Tundra delivers proper performance with a twin-turbo V6 engine and 10-speed automatic transmission for when the going gets rough. Whether you're conquering off-road trails or hauling the weight of the world, the Toyota Tundra at Capital City Toyota is offering great APR rates as low as 1.99% for 48 months, with other specials up to 72 months for qualified buyers. Contact a sales professional at Capital City Toyota today.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Back here as it is the top of the second. No score between Pierre and the Minot Vistas on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 4, 5, and 6, Grayson Hunsley, Charlie Simpson, and Gunnar Edson. We have the first 3 hitters here for the 8s here in the top of the second. As the first pitch will be upstairs for ball 1. To put in perspective of how the first game went for time-wise, it took us 10 minutes to get through to get that first pitch of the second inning. We were 20 minutes in before we were done with the first inning, and almost an hour in by the time we were done with 2 innings. Obviously, that can still change here, as Grayson Hunsley is up 2-0 in the count. The 2-0 pitch, that'll miss outside. The count's now 3-0 here to Hunsley. So 3-0 pitch. We'll see if the 8s can get their first base runner of the ball game. Most likely taken all the way. Hunsley shows bunt, all bluff to get a 4-pitch walk to start the top of the second. And the first base runner here for the 8s, and it brings up Charlie Simpson, the second baseman. Simpson had 2 RBIs he had 2 hits, but those 2 RBIs came without any of those hits. Went 2 for 4 in total. Sac fly RBI in the first, base hits in the 3rd and 6th, and an RBI ground on the 7th, and flew out in the 8th in that 13-12 win over South Central. Make that against Glendive as the first pitch at the bottom of the zone, and that's taken for strike 1. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. If you're joining in thinking you're getting the end of our ball game, this is only the top of the second. We're an hour and 19 minutes behind of where we were hoping to be at, or the scheduled start time was at, as it counts 1-1 here to Charlie Simpson. And that's because the first game took 2 hours and 59 minutes for Post State to win 13-12 in 8 innings over the Glendive Blue Devils, down 12-3 and end up winning 13-12. 1-1 pitch. Simpson with a fly ball out towards center field, moving over to his left to make the catch is Rosiska. And there's one down here in the top of the second. And it brings up Gunnar Edson, who's moved up to the number 6 spots. Edson walked 3 times, went 0 for 2, but walked 3 times. Scored that first run of the 7th inning that started that 4-run comeback for the Eights. They were down 12-3, but even 12-8 going into the 7th inning. Got all 4 of those runs to tie the game up, and then end up with a run in the top of the 8th inning to win over Glendive. Here's the first pitch to Edson. That's over for strike 1. Again, 6:15 tonight, we've got coverage of the Men's College World Series between Tennessee and Texas A&M. We hope to maybe be off the air prior to that game getting started, or that broadcast kicking off. I want to be a ground ball that is foul, and the count's 0-2 as Coach Iverson reaches out with the bare hand to make the play. Oh, 2 count here to Gunnar Edson. Hunsley leads away from first. The 0-2 pitch. Bluffing a steal a little bit was Hunsley, as he looked like he was starting to maybe more so than just a secondary lead, but pitch missed low and away, and the count's now 1-2. And on the 1-2 pitch, that'll bounce in, and the block made by the catcher and Rodacher, and the count goes now 2-2. Kellen Burke is in left, Tyson Rosiska in center, and Aiden Adam Deal in right. Taking Schindler at third. It is Carson Deaver at short to Trey Stewart at second. As the 2-2 pitch will miss low again, and the count's now 3-2. Tyler Collins at first. Adam Rodacher has made a couple of blocks behind home plates. And Cale Wallstrom, who had a 1-2-3 first inning, is in danger of putting another man on base. There'd be a ground ball. Runner was off the pitch, so the only play is going to be to first. The throw from the third baseman, and Schindler, who's been busy. That's his 3rd ground ball out here the first 2 innings, and there's now 2 down with a runner on at second. And put the runner in motion, and Hunsley, which helped out. Would have been tough to get 2, but they would have been able to probably get the lead runner. And so for Hunsley to be in motion, they were able to get that runner into second base. And now Coulter Babcock's got a chance to try and drive him in and give Post State the early lead. First pitch is over for strike 1 to Coulter Babcock. He was the starter in game number 1 today. Ended up taking over in the number 3 spots, getting an RBI, a bases loaded walk, going 0 for 2 at 2 strikeouts, but had 2 walks and scored twice. He was tagged with 7 unearned runs. All 12 runs were his, but 7 of those were unearned. As the 0-1 is on the outside corner for a strike, and the count's now 0-2. Gave up 9 hits and 4 walks. Did not have a strikeout, but again had 7 unearned runs. And a no decision as the Eights got the 13-12 win. 0-2 pitch is upstairs, and the count's now 1-2. And Charlie Simpson was phenomenal in his 5 1/3 innings to get out of that without allowing a run in those 5 1/3 innings. Give up just 1 hit, hit 1 guy. Everything else was errors or hit batter, as the count's 2-2 now here to Babcock. And with 3 strikeouts as well. The guy that maybe ends up in your rotation of the bullpen as we get farther down the season. 2-2 pitch now to Babcock. That'll bounce in again. Another good block there from the catcher in Rodacher, and the count is now full at 3-2. Obviously just a runner on at second. Not going to be off with the pitch is Hunsley. 3-2. That is upstairs, and from 0-2 to a walk, they try and backpick at second, diving back in safely. And so it's now first and second here with 2 walks in the inning, and J.J. Buckles got a chance to maybe give the Aids the lead. But it'll be a quick mound visit here for the Minot Vistas. Try and settle down the starting pitcher in Wallstrom. The sun is out. It's a much warmer afternoon than what we saw from this morning when it was around the 60s. It is 76 degrees right now, mostly sunny skies here in Minot. Wind is picked up a little bit, but still right around 10 miles an hour. And not expecting any rain in the forecast like we had some rain earlier on yesterday, but not so much for today. Compare that to the capital city, who is sitting at 83 degrees with a relatively calm day. Looking at a high of 90 tomorrow, 94 on Monday. Of course, we'll be in Watertown on Tuesday with coverage starting at 4:45 and first pitch at 5 o'clock. That doubleheader between Pierre and Watertown post 17. Here's the first pitch. That's over for a strike, and the count's 0-1 here to J.J. Buckles. Buckles' last game, ended up going 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Did have a base hit yesterday in the nightcap of the 2 games. It's now 0-2 count here to Buckles. Looking for a second hit here of the weekend. And with Hunsley on at second, in scoring position, a chance to maybe drive him in. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout. Mound visit works out to perfection for the Minot Vistas. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Bottom of the second, no score between Pierre and Minot. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
It is the bottom of the second and a no-score game between Pierre and Minot. And it will be 5, 6, and 7 here for the Vistas in the second inning. It'll be Carson Deaver, Tyler Collins, and Aiden Deal, the first 3 hitters. Then Jackson Hahn and Tegan Schindler, the 8 and 9 hitters, if they get to them. And Carson Deaver will lead things off. Deaver looking to try and get things moving here in the summer. He is coming in the weekend with an 83 batting average. First pitch is over for strike 1. Of his 2 hits, he does have a double and 2 RBIs so far. And the 0-1 pitch, that one's upstairs, and it counts now 1-1. Rounds working from the windup. 1-1 pitch is just a bit upstairs, and the count's now 2-1. 2-out walk, the only base runner that's had in the first inning. And now in danger of a leadoff walk here with a 3-1 count. Again, they're going to stay around the 45 pitch count mark. I would assume that Bridger Babcock will come into the game. He won't pitch. He cannot pitch. As that one will be flown out towards right field and dropping in front of Gunnar Edson for a base hit. And the leadoff man reaches in the first hit of the ball game for either side. And it will bring up now the first baseman in Tyler Collins. Collins is a 158 batting average, 2 runs driven in so far, and that was, again, coming into the weekend through first handful of games for the Minot Vistas. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1 to Collins. If Rouse can get, I think the biggest thing, too, is if with Rouse having 45 pitches to work with, if he can find his way to get through 3 complete innings. They will show bunt, pull it back, the throw to second. The tag, they got him out at second. And he is thrown out, and Peterson will nail the runner at second. And there's one down. That is the 12th caught stealing of the season for Nolan Peterson. And there is one down and a 1-1 count. A good tag applied, around the money from Hunsley. And the count's now 2-1. And Nolan Peterson has been able to, there's been a lot of teams that have tried to run on him multiple times, but he has thrown out multiple runners in games before, but Peterson's been good back there. 12 caught stealings. Here's a 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to Hunsley over at short. He will field. His throw to first will be on the money. And there's 2 quickly down now here in the bottom of the second and bring up Aiden Deal. Deal's .310 batting average coming in, 3 doubles and 8 runs driven in. OPS at 826. You have Hahn and Burke, with Hahn not in the order, although Jackson Hahn is. And there's a ground ball to Grayson Hunsley again at short. He will field his throw to first, and that's an unconventional 1-2-3 inning, but not 1-2-3 nonetheless. No runs, a hit, and an error, and no one left on base. We head to the third. No score between Pierre and Minot. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
It is a no score between Pierre and Minot on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 9-1-2, Braden Hulett, Sutton Sunshine, and Nolan Peterson be the first 3 hitters. We've had some cloudy skies. We've had some rain that came through. This is the first time that we've had the sun be out, and the first time that's really since I've broadcasted up here in Minot that we've been able to hear the monkeys across the way at the zoo, as the first pitch will be upstairs for ball 1. I think they've been pretty, they've got enough sleep over the last couple of days. You can kind of hear them a little bit, maybe be able to hear them, and I can hear them in the mic. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through the right side for a base hit. And the first of the ball game for Post States. Each team with a hit apiece, and there's the leadoff man on to kick off the top of the third. Second leadoff man to reach base for the Aids here in 3 innings, and it brings up Sutton Sunshine. Sunshine had grounded out to the third baseman to lead off the ball game. And so now as he digs back in, we'll see if he can add on to this early base runner. Sunshine showing bunt, pulling it back, taking it for strike one. The throw back to first, and standing safely is Braden Hulett over at first base. Hulett, who had Base hit in the top of the 8th inning and scored the winning run. An RBI base hit. Runner takes off. That one will miss. Oh, no, that was taken for a strike. A stolen base for Houlettes, and there's now a runner on at second with nobody out, and Sunshine is down in the count 0-2. No, he wasn't real appreciative of that strike 2 called against him. That will be fouled back, and the count remains at 0-2. Base hit can give Post State the lead here in the top of the 3rd. Top of the order to do it. Runner on at second, nobody out. Got to find a way to drive in that run, maybe use a couple productive outs. 0-2 pitch. That one is through the left side for a base hit. Rounding third is Houlettes. The throw coming to the plate. It is a one-hopper sliding in. He's safe. Houlettes slides in and gets the run scored, and the Eights will take a 1-0 lead. Sun and Shine takes seconds on the throw, an RBI single. Back-to-back hits for the Eights to open up the 3rd inning, and they lead at 1-0 here over Minot. And it brings up Nolan Peterson, who is 0 for 1. Both guys of Sun and Shine and Peterson ground out the third baseman in Schindler in their first at-bat, so let's see if they can copy each other again. And with Sun and Shine at second, a base hit could score him. First pitch swinging, that is going to be grounded foul down the third base line. And the count is 0-1. The ball gets into fair territory. So they will have to wait, and the left fielder and Burke will have to go pick it up. Happens at Hyde Stadium quite often too. Ground ball that is foul might kick off the wall. It's not the same angle that is here in Minot, but still if it hits it right, it will just bounce straight back into fair territory. There's a line shot. That's a base hit for Nolan Peterson. They will round Sun and Shine. He will then stop at third. Peterson, who has nobody on first base, will take a wide turn, see the ball was cut off, and is now first and third here with nobody out. And the third straight hits here for the Eights makes it first and third with nobody out. And Miles Doyle can extend the 1-0 lead here for the Eights. And we'll see now again, too, if they want to run with Peterson on at first and make it a run with first and third. But Doyle's got a chance to give the Eights a 2-0 lead. First pitch, runner not moving, and that one comes inside for ball 1 to Doyle. He struck out swinging to end the top of the first inning. It was a 1-2-3 first inning for Wallstrom. But he gave up a leadoff walk, 2 walks in that last inning, and now 3 straight hits to open up here in the top of the third. Here's the 1-0. Runner takes off for second. Swing and a miss by Doyle. The throw back to third. And they got him out at third base. Sun and Shine gets picked off at third. The catcher came up firing right at third base, and the umpire who was at second at the time makes the call. And they throw him out at second, or at third, excuse me. And it's now a runner on at second with 1 out. The big first out for the Minot Vistas, who are trying to who are potentially in for a big inning for Post State. Still have a chance to get a big inning, but now there's 1 out. It's 1-2 count to Doyle as he'll foul that one away. As Houlettes, Sun and Shine, and Peterson each had base hits to open up the inning. Here's the 1-2 to Doyle. That is outside, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. An RBI single for Sun and Shine, but picked off at third. Peterson is now at second. A base hit from Doyle could make this a 2-0 ball game. 2-2. That'll miss low and away. They'll throw it back to second, and Peterson will dive back in there. 3-2 now here to Doyle. Grayson Hunsley waits on deck. Here is the 3-2. Doyle with a ground ball. That's past the diving third baseman in left field. They will hold up Peterson at third. And the throw is off the third baseman, but blocked up enough for Doyle to stay at first base. And another base hit. 4 straight hits to open up the inning here for the Eights, although there still is 1 out. And it's Grayson Hunsley now a chance to hit. We get 4 hits in an inning. Got to find a way to score, get a crooked number up here. Can't afford to not have a crooked number with 4 hits to start an inning. Here's the first pitch from Wahlstrom to Hunsley. Swinging a pop-up right side. Going in as the right fielder. The center fielder make the catch. Peterson will tag. The throw coming to the plate. He'll dive in, and he will slide in safely. And they will score a second run, a sacrifice fly for Grayson Hunsley, and a 2-0 lead now for the Eights with 2 outs in the third. And it brings up Charlie Simpson. Rosiska called off the right fielder deal to make the catch and tried to fire one home. But just a tad late, and Peterson was able to slide in without a play at the plate. Pickoff attempt, and back in is Doyle without a tag being applied as the throw was wide of the bag at first. There is activity on the right field bullpen for the Minot Vistas, with 2 outs here in the third. First pitch to Simpson. That one stays upstairs for ball 1. Simpson flew out of the center fielder, Rosiska, in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Simpson with a ground ball. The third baseman is able to scoop that up. His throw to first will be in time and retire the side here in the third inning. 1 run, 2 runs score in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We have played 2.5, and Pierre leads 2-0 over Minot. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
As we welcome you back here, it is a 2-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Jackson Hahn, Tegan Schindler, and Trey Stewart. 8-9-1 here for the Minot Vistas. So 8-9-1, 214 batting average. As the first pitch will miss low for ball 1 for Jackson Hahn. 214 batting average, 3 hits and 14 at-bats, so not a whole lot of at-bats coming into the weekend. Does have 4 runs driven in. Swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-1. We'll see if Trevor Rouse can get through the 3 innings for Post States. As there's a ground ball, first baseman J.J. Buckles will wait on it, so he'll take it to the bag himself. And the leadoff man is retired on an unassisted ground out to the first baseman. And it brings up Tegan Schindler. And Schindler, the third baseman, We'll dig in for this first at bat. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and the count's 0-1. That was pitch number 25 for Trevor Rounds. See, maybe he can extend it into the fourth inning. If he can be efficient and get through 3 full innings. See if maybe he can get into that fourth inning at least a little bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and miss, and the count's now 1-2. Obviously, the plan is for him to go 45 pitches, and that way he's available to throw Tuesday, potentially Tuesday, and then obviously be available Wednesday as well. That one just missing a little bit outside, and the count's now 2-2. So regardless of how well he might pitch through 3 innings or even in the fourth, you're not going to extend him out any farther. He can only go as far as his pitch count will let him for the day today, as the count's now 3-2. Because then they will go to the bullpen and keep using arms to keep guys fresh for the next game, as Schindler is hit by the 3-2 pitch. So a walk and hit batter along with the base hit. The 3 base runners right now for the Minot Vistas, although they have only had in total 1 man left on base in 2 innings. And back to the top of the order now for Trey Stewart. Ground ball can get you right out of this inning and get us into the fourth. Here's the first pitch from Rounds to Stewart. That's on the outside corner for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Stewart popped out to the second baseman and Charlie Simpson in the first at bat on the right around the behind first base. 0-1 pitch. That one just missing a little bit. He had to hit the black of the first pitch for the strike, and that one just a little bit farther out and called ball 1. Here is the 1-1. That one just missing outside, and the count's now 2-1. Rounds has lived in those spots with those 3 pitches, and he's only got 1 of the 3 to get called a strike. And a ball called against Trevor Rounds. And it's now a runner on at second. Here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning, or the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one is upstairs, and the count's now 3-1. Looks like Round said he was where he was standing and then had moved his foot up and then came set instead of all coming at the same time. 3-1 pitch. This will be skied out towards shallow right field. Long run for Gunnar Edson, and he's able to make the catch as Simpson was somehow able to duck out of the way. And so now there is 2 down. And it will bring up now the second man of the order in Kellen Burke, who flew out of the center fielder in his first trip to the plate. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Good play there from Edson, and Simpson diving and falling out of the way to make sure that Edson had a chance to make the catch. The 1-0 pitch. This will be fouled back, and the count's now 1-1 here to Kellen Burke. The way the field, the sun shining off the field, especially that infield dirt, it's kind of hard to see where the ball flies off the bat and where it's going, and even where the ball might be at. 1-1 pitch will be upstairs, and the count's now 2-1. I haven't had that problem until this ball game because the sun hadn't been out for 2 days. This will be skied to center field. Sun and Shine will wait underneath it. He'll make the catch, and it's 3 shutout innings for Trevor Rounds. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the 4th, 2-0 lead for Pierre over Minot. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Looking for a change, a career, not just a job? Beck Motor Company of Pierre is looking for a team-oriented individual to join their parts department. We offer 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, a company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Experience is a plus, but we'll train the right individual. If you have the ability to use a computer, provide great customer service, and willing to learn and adapt in a very busy environment, we want to visit with you. Call Steve Meyer at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Top of the fourth, it is a 2-0 lead for Post States on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. 6, 7, and 8. Gunnar Edson, Coulter Babcock, and J.J. Buckles will be the first three hitters. And Trevor Rounds has gotten through 3 innings, and Coach Iverson had said before the game during the Mandan and South Central game is he's going to go 3 innings for us, and meaning he's going to go 45 pitches, but he was confident in him getting through 3 innings under 45 pitches. And so he has gotten what he was expecting from Trevor Rounds. And depending, we'll check the full pitch count here before we actually tell you if he would have a shot to maybe start the 4th inning. First pitch will miss low for ball 1 here to Gunnar Edson. He has thrown 39 pitches, so probably, if you're going to go 45 and right at 45, you'll let him go out there and see if he can get maybe an out or 2. But it's not the usual, 105 pitches. You can go past that. You got to stay at the threshold prior to 105 to then, you don't get the leeway to finish off a batter as the count's now 2-1. Here to Gunnar Edson, who is 0 for 1. Ground out to the third baseman in Schindler in his first at-bats. 2-1 pitch will miss low and inside. The count's now 3-1. And Wallstrom is up to 51 pitches now. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It'll miss low for ball 4 and a leadoff walk. 3rd straight inning that the Eights will get a leadoff man on base. And are we going to have our pitching change here? And have our first, it will be to call the bullpen. So a walk to lead off the 4th inning. We've got our first pitching change of the ball game. Pierre leads Minot 2-0 here in the top of the 4th with nobody out. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
As we welcome you back, Gannon Hedberg is on the mound. Hedberg is on the mound for the Minot Vistas with 1 out, nobody on here in the